Possibilities.
It says your stream is live. So there we go. It looks. Yes, I see. I see slowly starting to appear on the tube of you.
Yeah,
I think we've made it to the Book of Face at the same time, as if by magic. There you go. We are in fact live, even as we speak. This is not our late morning show, as you may have discovered. Because
even though we're dressed the same as we were this morning.
It's the same day. Come on. This is a fairly low budget production. We don't have a wardrobe department, I'm afraid.
Not really, no. Nor makeup either, as you can tell.
Look at the flare. Look at the flare. We don't have makeup. we don't have makeup. We don't have wardrobe.
Skittle's very confused.
We have a cat.
What? It's not morning. What are you doing?
We have a cat. I don't know if she can help us, but she usually hinders. But
all right.
So what are we doing here? We are here and wait for people to join us. Apparently somebody's joined us right now.
4 people.
Well, good for you. I think we did tell people that we were gonna do this
tonight at 6:30. We do Wednesday night. We do live things. We
God, is it Wednesday?
The first Wednesday of the month, which is, this is the last Wednesday. But we thought since tomorrow's the first, you really didn't want to wait till the 6th because a whole week of the month would have been gone before you got your tarotscopes.
And you wouldn't have known what was going to happen.
On,
we would have been telling you what has happened.
And then we do.
Anybody can do that.
Witchy wares, and we talk about some cool stuff that we have in the store. And we do our live free readings. Hi, Carol. She says, I'm here.
That's on the 3rd Wednesday.
Yeah, well, this time it might be messed up by weeks. Who knows?
I haven't got a bloody clue what's going on. There's something going on.
Something to entertain us and hopefully you every Wednesday evening.
I think
Hi, Lori.
the plan is to entertain people in viewerland, not necessarily us.
No, but we like to entertain ourselves.
Well, that's we should just get a gin and tonic. I mean, that would entertain them.
I think I am going to have a gin and tonic when we're done. So
we should do shots on air. See how quickly we could get thrown off YouTube.
There we go.
I don't know.
Inappropriate. Hi, Liz.
I remember James May and Richard Hammond
Linda.
trying to build Legos whilst doing shots. That was hilarious.
Linda says that the storm is making it glitchy. Yes, we're definitely seeing the skies darkening, and if we lose you because we've lost our internet connection, we'll try again another day.
Hopefully it'll stay up.
This may be short and sweet.
Yeah, it might be your end rather than ours necessarily. If it's the Linda I think it is, she receives her intertubes via satellite.
Well, that's okay. You don't need to talk about that.
But it's a bugger in the rain.
Talk about the tarotscopes.
It's a bugger in the rain. That's what I'm saying.
Hi, Jessica.
Hello, Gilda. Hello, Erin. Thank you so much for joining us. So,
all right.
Yes.
So tarotscopes for July.
Tarotscopes for July. Oh God.
When I looked up the planetary stuff, I thought,
run away!
This is going to be entertaining.
That's it.
So it says, it has been said that forewarned is forearmed, meaning that if you know what to expect, you can expect it and handle it with grace.
Well, I see that.
And this month, you really need to consider some fair warning, okay?
Uh-oh.
The first week of July could literally be explosive.
I like
I'm
fireworks.
talking about volcanic explosions, all right?
You mean not necessarily fireworks then?
Well,
you mean like
from
big stuff?
Microcosm, macrocosm, to the whole earth, to every relationship you have, whatever.
Uh-oh. Okay.
All right. Fixed signs are going to feel this the most, but no one will go unaffected.
That's you and I, fixed signs.
Mars and Venus in Leo oppose Saturn.
Mm-hmm.
So there's your planets of passion and love and drive and aggression and harmony.
So what are we saying? We're going to clamp a lid on the pressure cooker and turn the heat up?
They are all in opposition, opposing, wanting to make some kind of trouble with Saturn, the planet of lessons and karma.
And restriction.
But even more worrisome is Uranus in Taurus, squaring them all.
What happens if you only do medieval astrology?
Well, you still have Mars, Venus, and Leo post Saturn, okay? But you're squaring Uranus in Taurus. So, July 3rd actually sees them occupying 13 degrees. All together there. Alrighty?
We're all hanging out together.
Hi, Gina. So, Uranus rules earthquakes, and things could really take us by surprise, and chaotic things, and big announcements. You know, big announcements, court cases, volcanoes, lockdowns, all kinds of big announcements this first week.
Yeah.
Mars in Leo, fixed fire, squaring Uranus in Taurus, fixed earth, could deliver energy that's rather unexpected, dramatic, and possibly hostile.
Oh dear.
And it could be something, honestly, that shakes us to the core. How to handle this month? Be a true testament to your ability to cope. Think on your feet. And don't say anything that you'll regret later, right? So if you want to go scream into a pillow, that's better than screaming at your boss.
Yeah, because like words as things once said, they're like rocks that have been thrown.
You can't unthrow it.
You can't unthrow it, can you? Yeah. So Erin's saying, what you mean, like Bill Cosby being released? I was just telling Lisa about it. I just read the story also.
Well, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all sorts of unexpected stuff, I guess.
But more so things that...
Physical stuff.
Well, chaotic things. And things that, if you think about Mars as the athlete, Mars is the one who endures, but Mars is the warrior, right? He's going to keep banging. And Saturn is not going to take no for an answer either. So just, journal it, talk about it later. I see a lot of difficulty for some of the signs with living arrangements. And anyway, let's get on to the scopes.
Yeah, well,
that's the
do
overview.
you really want to read them? I said, let's just go put your head back in the toilet. I mean,
No, I mean, this is
let's go.
The whole purpose for doing predictive astrology is to prepare you. So when the explosion happens, you'll have the fireproof blanket rather than gasoline.
I see where you're going with that. But, there are certain things that, forewarned isn't always forearmed. I don't know. So anyway, okay. Aries, here's our first one. Kicking off Aries. Lisa pulled the Hanged Man for you guys. The Hanged Man. Her saying for this month is she feels this month is all about learning and perhaps even higher education. Sometimes even with loads of life experience, we actually need to open ourselves up to learning something new. The key to success is to expect the unexpected. You were just saying that. Always expect the unexpected.
Mars rules Aries.
Yes. Say yes and embrace the new knowledge and use it for your highest good. So there.
All right, Taurus. Page of Wands. If you can bring yourself to examine your past mistakes,
Didn't pull the Hermit.
You could glean much needed and very useful information about how to proceed. Right? So take the good stuff from your past. I know sometimes we'd like to just forget the past and move on, and that's fine too. I'm not suggesting you dwell on it by any means. I am, however, suggesting you find the lesson and wisdom from the mistake to help carry you forward. Repeating the same action and expecting a different result doesn't always work out.
It is actually a form of psychosis, that, isn't it? I got it. It's here.
Okay.
For whatever reason, I didn't pull that card.
Well, there you go.
I don't know what's wrong with me. Well, it's complicated and hard to pronounce. But I just went through here and I got that one. Apparently not this one.
So you're up next.
So the Hermit, finally, which we recovered from the deck. Something new and exciting is actually in the stars for you this month. Usually you enjoy change. You even have to rearrange the furniture sometimes to keep it away the boredom. Well, that's a quintessential Gemini thing, isn't it? They like to keep moving stuff around. New perspectives are great for them, but no one really likes forced changes. That said, remember you may have to dig a little deeper than usual to integrate this change, but you will be very happy you embraced it once you get to the end where you're going. I think Lisa, not me. I think, Lisa, you may even uncover some long-lost knowledge that will help you truly understand what's happening. So that's not too shabby. Not too shabby. What we got now?
Cancer. 7 of Pentacles.
This is constant gardener card. I love this one.
It's okay to lose patience with others, after all. They have probably severed your very last nerve by now. Cancer has been through an awful lot. in their personal life. I would ask you this month, though, not to lose your patience with yourself.
Yeah, it's tough, that.
By this I mean it's okay to give yourself more time to achieve that personal goal or come to an important decision. Time will be a precious thing this month, so use it wisely and don't beat up on yourself. That's Cancer.
So, of course, now we've got to talk about Leo, because it's all about me, haha. And you'll notice this card gets repeated a little bit later on, because it's interesting, Lisa says, that we should get the same card as our opposite sign, Aquarius. So, but both Aquarius and Leo are being challenged by similar events. Yet they've got a very different way of handling things. You tell us about it. Sometimes we do come at things from complete opposite ends. So Lisa's advice for us Leo types is to stop, look, and above all, listen.
And those words are block caps. Stop, look, listen.
No need to shout, dear. Before taking any action. And she's also suggesting just go ahead and read Aquarius' scope, because it's kind of important. So we'll put that just before Pisces. There you go then.
All right. So when we get to Aquarius, Leo, listen up. All right. Virgo, the moon.
Virgo.
Things are not as they appear. Are you listening, Carol?
Yes.
Things are not as they appear, nor are they otherwise.
Nor are they otherwise, yes.
I'm sorry to say that sometimes you may feel overwhelmed by mixed signals, gossip, and misleading information. Step back and do your own research. Make up your own mind and stick with that which you know is the truth.
Well,
you may even be called upon to set others or the record straight. I know you don't always like to take the leadership role, but I think it might be the best for everyone involved if you do this time.
I do think Virgos have got a brilliant ability to set the record straight.
Yeah. And it got very, very dark.
And there was a big almighty boomer there. Boomer, I tell you.
All right. Libra.
Death. Actually, your ruling planet, that is Libra's ruling planet, is suffering some very interesting energy about now.
Venus, yeah.
So how can you use this energy wisely? Sometimes we do get our hearts broken. We suffer at the maleficence of another. We endure until we can escape. God, using some big words here. Use this month's Venusian offerings to look in the mirror. And I'm new to reading, me. Yeah. Love yourself and let go of those past hurts, suppression and denials. Please consider, if you don't already have one, a daily ritual of looking in the mirror and saying to the image you see, you are worthy, you are beautiful, and you deserve love. Then start one, I guess. Transformation, healing, and truly overcoming the hurts can happen with just a little love. So feed a little love into yourself, I think.
Put a little love in your heart.
And point it to you, because, you know, you are worthy, you are beautiful, and you deserve it.
Scorpio, the Queen of Pentacles.
Oh, hey.
Now, remember in the beginning, we said Leo and Aquarius opposing, squaring Uranus. Well, Leo and Aquarius square Scorpio.
Oh.
And Taurus opposes Scorpio.
Oh.
So the Queen of Pentacles.
So the fixed signs are in for a run, is what you're saying. Oh, dear.
So here she is, Scorpio, the Queen of Pentacles.
Yes,
and
Scorpio.
And there sits Scorpio. Watching all the fireworks going off in the fixed signs. But I see Scorpio remaining calm, cool, and collected in the face of this storm.
Well,
you got this. You got this. You know the game, and you know the players. No sense letting them get a rise out of you now. Much better to just commit their deeds to your memory and use them against them in the future.
Oh, that's very Scorpio, though,
it
isn't
is. Not being mean, just working to stay a step or three ahead of the crazy.
Oh, joy. Lovely. All right, then. Let's bounce that out of the way. And who we got now? We got Sagittarius. I like Sagittarius. They're generally up for it. I like them. So, the High Priestess, yeah? So, discernment and discretion are the keys for success this month. Discernment and discretion. I know I have a couple of Sagittarian friends, and they do like to just sometimes dive in, but I think discretion, Lisa is saying, is the better part of valor here. So a lot of information may be flowing in and out, and you need to have a deeper look, sort it, organise, and be very mindful of whom you share it with. I know you're very social and love to help others, but really have a plan and make sure that they can cope with the news or the secrets you're about to tell them. Do they actually need to know?
Capricorn, the Knight of Wands. It's getting closer. The storm's getting closer. Capricorn, the Knight of Wands. Sometimes we love just knowing things, and other times not so much. You may find you have to just stand back and watch as someone you care about learns a very difficult lesson. So even if you know it, you can't really tell them. I know it's so hard to stand by and be the giver of tough love, but if you extend yourself and fix it for them, they will not learn the lesson.
That's true.
And you know your ruling planet is Saturn, and Saturn's all about repeating the lesson or the situation unless you learn it. So lesson will be repeated until you learn it. So you do really a better service by letting the person figure it out for themselves.
Yeah. I think, people have to have their experiences themselves. And, interesting. Good for that. Good thinking.
Look, the star card again.
So this is you, isn't it? So
this is for Aquarius, yeah.
You should be reading this one now.
Well, it's your turn.
Oh, okay, whatever. So, again, Lisa finds
it
interesting.
very interesting.
They should get the same card as the opposite sign, Leo. And again, both of the signs are being challenged by very similar events, but have very different ways of handling things. So remember, no one can upset you unless you let them. Yeah? Unless you let them. Seriously, if a person or a situation does not, that's going to be loud, does not make you meet your needs or expectations, there is no reason to allow them to take your inner peace. I am reminded, I think we blinked on and off for a second.
Yeah, I think we did,
but I think we're back on again.
I'm reminded of a song by Elaine Silver. It's called There Is Only Love.
Okay.
There is only love.
Oh, I got you now.
All right.
Yeah, and she suggests you listen to it for inspiration and insight to navigate this interesting month. This card represents Aquarius in the deck and reminds us, this is the Aquarian card, the star card, and it reminds us that hope springs eternal. So find your inner peace, send love, and kind of hope for the very best.
So this all goes for Leo too, in a way, this month.
It's getting really
dark.
It's
really dark.
It's getting really
all right, last
dark.
but not least,
hopefully we stay
in true
online.
Piscean form, we'd probably blip out before we finish Pisces, because that's just,
Yeah.
Oh, poor me, Pisces. Okay.
He's suitably attired for the challenge at hand here, I think.
All right. And Gina says, a storm here might lose you. Thanks for the scope. All right. Pisces, 9 of Wands. Saturn stuff again. Lesson will be repeated until learned. Well, crap. I know you've worked hard and you're going through a lot of stuff. You may even find yourself sifting through physical possessions and weeding away things that no longer serve a purpose other than taking up that space or taking your energy to clean them. Think about this in emotional terms too. What's going round in your mind or your heart that needs clearing because it only takes up your energy for no real good reason? All right.
Well, there you go. Bit of a challenging set of circumstances, for this
This is an interesting month. Well, you know what, though? Honestly, if you learn the lesson, which isn't always easy, but if you can take it on and sit back and say, okay, I'm going to get this time, then it really won't be that bad.
And if you apply what you have learned from previous experiences, it can also further mitigate that. What is it they say? Bad experiences come from poor judgment. Yeah, but good judgment comes from bad experiences.
Yep.
It's one of those you have to know where problems lie. You have to experience the stuff to be able to no pain, no gain through adversity to the stars, as they say.
All right.
It's, but we're thinking that...
I think we're going to sign off.
We're going to sign off while we're
tomorrow
still
for
online.
Elevensies, we may not be in a familiar place.
No,
You'll have to catch us up.
We got to go get your car serviced, which is a bit of a drive. Okay, but they don't know where that is.
Okay.
They don't know where that is. We'll tell them when we get there. So we've just got somewhere to go. All right, so we'll see you tomorrow at 11 o'clock for our late morning show with Lisa and Anton. Thank you so much for joining us. Stay safe.
Get your emergency lights out.
Yeah, you might need them because it looks like there's quite a storm coming through. So stay safe.
All right.
Should we just listen to our sun signs? Listen to your. She says
rising sign is important too.
Yeah. So all right, Ellen. Have an amazingly wonderful evening. We're going to sign off.
Joanne, scroll back. You can get your Tarotscope.